Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. I'm Megan Golf Pro and this is my What's in the Bag.
So Megan, let's start with the wedges.
Okay.
And what's the most exciting part of your wedges now?
So I was kind of in a love-hate relationship with my wedges and now I love them because they're stamped.
So you've got the stamping done.
I got the stamping done when we were at Mizuno headquarters in Europe, and so I have two wedges in this model. It's
so you have the T7?
Yeah, T7, so they're the blue ones.
Yeah, you like the blue ones. So I've never really liked the blue ones, but yours, now that they're...
Well, I went to Penn State, so...
I suppose.
Blue's cool. So I have the 55 degree and a 60, and they both, like, one has 13 degrees, the 55 has 13 degree bounce, and the 60 has 10. So I think we also adjusted these a little bit more flat a couple of years back.
Yeah, I think they're flatter than your set.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And they're a little bit shorter?
Yeah, all of my clubs are like half of an inch short.
Okay, cool.
So these ones were fitted by the tour fitter for Mizuno, Bill Price. He's awesome. So he helped me out with that. So I've really enjoyed all these clubs. Right now I'm playing Mizunos. I've had these for about 3 years now. Yeah. And you've got specialist wedges, but then you do carry a gap wedge in your other set? It moves into the other set, into the JPX 900s, and that's where I have the gap and the pitching wedge in that set.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I've always liked having my other wedges be more like have the look of a wedge, and then when I move into the longer swings, I like it to look more like an iron. Yeah,
and I think you end up to hit your distances as well. You know, you want that little bit of power in your gap wedge because it allows you to hit like 100, 110.
Yeah, so that is my 100-yard club right now, is my gap wedge, and then the pitching wedge is my 115
okay,
club.
Cool.
But in all of these irons, I have the KBS Tour 90 stiff. So
and I think isn't that but you're a woman, Megan. Surely you need an L flex.
Yeah, so I did the shaft optimizer, and that was the option it gave me, and I love these clubs. I've never had such good quality clubs, I feel like. And
I think you in the past, because you're a lady, I think you've had a couple of not so good fits.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
I think
I've had some really bad fits. Really bad.
We won't mention names, but yeah. I think there's so often, and I like the fact, I use 6.5s. I like the numbering system, but everybody's so used to seeing the letters, it's hard to change it. But there's so many men out there that would benefit from a senior or an L. Yeah. There's lots of women that need at least a regular, or in your case a stiff.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as if it would be better off not having, you know,
absolutely
the number on there.
So the iron, so we mentioned them in your gap wedge, so that's the JPX
900s with the KBS Tour 90 stiff.
And you've been finding quite a powerful head, and you probably hitting it a club, maybe 2 clubs longer.
Could be my instruction though.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both though, and you know, using that head, you know, you get a lot of height, and you get really nice ball fly out of them. And
the ball flight's been a big thing that I noticed the difference of, is the trajectory with these new clubs.
Yeah, so they're the irons, and I see you've got multi-compound.
Yes.
Obviously blue for Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State blue. So yeah, I've just like those. I don't even play with a glove on anymore, and it works out.
Still like them? Good.
Yeah, I still like them.
So you say those go to 5 iron?
Through 5 iron there, and then I jump over to the hybrid, which is one of my favorite clubs because I use it a lot around the greens as well.
Okay. Yeah, you do.
This
one's
a 22 degree.
So 22 degrees.
It has I think they have a really nice look. This one's also adjustable. Right now I have it just on a standard setting, but I can adjust it higher in loft or lower if I need to. So this one has the speeder shaft.
And is that a stiff or a regular?
This one is a regular.
Yeah.
75 grams.
So that speeder, it's, again, there's no set rule on regulars and stiffs. That speeder is quite a stiff shaft, so even though it's a regular, it's still more pokey than some other regulars, so it makes sense why you've got stiff irons and then you've gone into a regular there.
Yeah, so I think it goes nicely with the set though. It definitely fits in right in between my 5-iron and my 5-wood. So that's what's the next one is the 5-wood. So all of these have a blue head as well. So, so I like that. It's supposed to be, they've done some research that it's a calming color. So
why are you so angry all the time?
That's why I'm so calm on the course. So this one here, 18°5, same adjustability here in the head. And then this one has a different shaft. It's more of the stock shaft, but how do you pronounce it?
So that's a tensai, I think it is. But you've got the orange there. So I've got a tensai in my hybrid, but I've got the white. So there's different versions of it. I think that's a slightly softer version.
Yeah.
But is that in, do you say regular or stiff?
So this one's regular as well.
Okay, cool.
So, and that's what I really liked about the custom experience that I went through with Bill, is that I know that each of these were really fitted to me, and it makes me feel a lot better.
Good. And then the 3-wood, same shaft?
3-wood's the same exact thing, same line of club and everything, but it has my favorite bumblebee head cover that Steve gave me. So that's my 15° there. So
15 and the loft, so you've got it just set on 15?
So right now they're all standard,
okay.
Yeah. They just have, I haven't had any reason to really play around with it.
Okay, cool.
So.
And then when you
I have had these for a long time now.
And when you go into driver,
yeah,
is it the same shaft again, or is it a different shaft?
No, so the driver here, I thought it was a different one, but no, that's same
one.
Same one, yeah.
And so that's the previous version from the driver that I'm using?
Yes, yep. So this was a couple models before.
Yeah.
I think it's just one model before yours.
Yeah. And you've got, and again, you've been fitted and all of the shafts in your woods are the same.
Yeah.
Again, that's something that's not always the case. It's very common for someone to have a different shaft in a 3-wood versus their driver.
Yeah.
So then we get to the Padua, and this one is new, or newish.
So this one is new. David Leadbetter fitted me for this, so I wanted to get one specifically fitted by him. So it has a really cool finish. It's like a gold finish. What was interesting is that I only needed a dot on the top.
Okay.
I didn't react very well when you added lines onto it, so it would make me aim left or right depending on the way that they were drawn on there. And it's a really simple blade style head. It's the E2 model that they have. It has a pixel insert, which I think is really cool, because if you hit it more towards the toe or more towards the heel, it goes the same distance no matter what. And then I put money signs on the bottom because you can customize it. So instead of putting my initials or anything, I just put dollar signs. And
you've been putting like this trip, so we're coming to the end of our little road trip, and you have putted really well.
Thank you. Yeah, I love putting, so it's just a matter of getting in a nice groove. So much of it is confidence as well.
Yeah, and obviously the thing with the Adels, which is slightly different, is they've got the round grip.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I do like the round grip, because I always try to get it really in through my palm of my fingers, or through my palm of my hand. So in that case, the round grip really helps, and it's meant to have you aim a lot more accurately.
Okay.
And then I went with the black finish on the shaft.
Yeah, and the black, it just looks cool, doesn't it? It looks really cool with the head. Doesn't really do anything other than look cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. It makes me feel cool. So, and then the only other feature that I think is really neat about this is that it's the balance of it. It's torque balance. So if you take a lot of putters and if you put them down at an angle, they'll spin in different directions. Where this one, as you put it down on the inclined plane, it actually doesn't spin at all.
Yeah.
So that's the torque part of that. So that's the bag.
That's the bag. And you've been doing well with it.
Golf ball right now, I've kind of been, I'm not on a golf ball deal, so I play with...
You're not on a Mizuno deal either.
I'm not on a Mizuno. I'm not on staff with anyone.
Or an Adele deal.
Yeah, I think that's actually important, is that I'm not on staff with anyone. So I really am playing right now just products that I am really enjoying golf a lot more with and getting instruction.
And what ball? Go on. You're leaving us on tenderhooks. Tell us, what ball?
Well, I'm playing whatever golf ball I can find right now in my bag. Sometimes I reach in and there's a Pro V1, sometimes it's a Callaway, sometimes it's a Bridgestone. I have no loyalty at the moment. But there's a lot of good ones out there for sure. So I think that
you just like using them
they're
all.
They're What are you playing? Comment below. I want to know, what type of ball should I be playing?
Or are you in the school of Megan? I use what I find.
Yeah.
I find what I use.
Yeah, whatever one goes in the hole, I'll be happy with.
Okay, well that's great. And that's I think the key one for you is nothing in there is a lady's product. And I think there's a lot of athletic females that even take up this game.
Oh yeah.
And they get shoved in a ladies flex, and that is something that's not going to help their feel, it's not going to help their performance. Yeah. So get a comment down below. Anything in there that surprised you, or are you just happy to see the tools that Megan uses so well?
And I'll let you know when I come up with a golf ball.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.